on to it. Happy, what's today? Oh Lord, what's today? Oh, today is Wednesday. Yes, like these days are starting to run together. Hi, Dawn. Oh, I'm happy it's you. You're logged on. Can you click on that link? Can you see that link I just put in the chat? And let me know if it is clickable, because it doesn't look clickable over here on my side of the world. Doesn't look like I made it clickable. Hi, Beth. Happy Wednesday, guys. Happy Wednesday. It is day number 30. We are almost done. Yeah, I don't think it's a clickable link. And I need it to be a clickable link. I didn't do this. I didn't, it's not clickable. Yeah, that's what I thought. So let me see, because I want you guys to have it, and I want the people that's on the live today to get it. So, how can I do it? Okay, copy path, share. Email as attachment? No, I want to just share. Yeah, it's not going to do what I want it to do. Hey, Barbie. How are you? It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I don't know. Shoot. Show in Finder. I got it in Finder. This is what happens when you wait till the last minute to do something. I got a phone call, so y'all can blame Chi-Town that I don't have what I was trying to have. But it's a August reflection guide that I wanted to share with you guys so that you can have this. And I'm going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. So welcome to the studio. Welcome everybody that's here. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to figure out how. It's in Word, and I maybe should have had it. I need the clickable link. That's all I needed. I know for a fact that you should be able to. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. We're not going to stress over it. But this is what it is. This is what I'm trying to put out there. And I feel like there was a way for me to do it in Ecamm. Or maybe if I can put it over. No, I'd have to go through too much to give myself whatever. Okay. We're not going to work. But this is what it is. So it's an August reflection guide that I created, and it's make space for the life you've been praying for. So this is basically what we're going to be talking about in August. We're going to be talking about, the decluttering the mindset, new mind shift prompts I got. And I wanted you to have this. So I got tomorrow, so we still got a couple days. So it's not overdone. But I was trying, after I thought about it, and I was like, well, let me put it in there for those that come in today. So just know that I got something for you. I got a lot on my desk. We got new paints on our desk. Kind of, sort of. Shinhan was a brand we already had. So it's not a new brand, but we just got some new professional watercolors. And right now we have our monochromatic palettes that are in play. There go. Listen, it wasn't no problem, Crystal. It was I was trying to figure it out then, but we had to have our conversation because needed to and did. Monochromatic. This is where we're going in August. We're going in August. So welcome everybody that's here. Everybody hears me well, sees me, sees does the screen look brighter? I feel like it looks brighter, but I'm still working with the hues, because the hues, I need my colors to show up. Yellow is a little bit better because before it was showing up real funky. These are all the yellows in the yellow palette. Let's see, can I close it? Boop, boop, boop. No, I don't think I can still close it. Still a little sticky. But it's a yellow palette. I got these palettes from Meeden. I got an extra one for some. I'm going to have a giveaway somewhere down the line. So we got the yellow palette. We have the blue palette. all brands, not just one brand, all brands. And we have all the brands, and it just seems so crowded. Seems like it just wants to bulge out. But so that's the blue palette and the yellow palette, and they were out of the green, so I had to pivot. Y'all know we have to pivot. We don't just give up and fuss and cuss. We just pivot. And so we got this cute little sucker here, which is going to hold more greens. These are handmaids got put in first, so I already did the handmade. And then we're going to squeeze all the rest of these out. And that's going to be the green palette. And then we have the pink. So this one is going to be the pink and the red. Remember I was doing quinacridone. So I haven't done it yet, but we have those, and they are somewhere around here. Probably looking at me in my face because I just moved everything to the side to go live. Literally. Where are they? Like, literally, what did I do? I moved them. I know I moved them. Oh, there they are. Told you they was right in my face, right in front of me. So pinks, we got Daniel Smith. We got a lot of the handmaids that already is out. All of the different brands that's represented. I'm going to have to go back because I realized I didn't have a lot of pinks because I make my pinks. So there wasn't a whole lot of pinks, but these are the pinks. And then I'm going and put red in there. So we'll do some reds and some pinks. Will go in this palette. And then I was like, well, that's not monochromatic. And I was like, well, it's close enough. Mono is red, pink. So because I'm still on the fence about it, I need to choose red or pink. And because it's multi, I said I don't have to. Don't have to. We're just going to make it duo. That's how it's going to be. So I'll know for a fact once I fill this one up. So green and pink and red are on deck to get done. These were done last night. So having a dehumidifier in my room really helps because these are already good. Some, which is another thing we could like talk about. I'm taking notes to go into August to talk about these because some are already nice and hard and they're good right out of the tube, and some are sticky and just they're fighting back, and you know, I'm just like, well, just going to dry already, which in turn means that I'm going to have to let them dry. And I asked myself, well, is the same color in the yellow? Like, same thing happening? And it's not. So it's not brand specific. It's probably just color specific. So, and I just still feel like this yellow is just not even showing up as yummy as it is. But I did a video. Oh, don't close it. So let me go put these back on the drying table because we want them to dry. So, happy Wednesday. How is everybody doing? And if we have some new people, welcome to the studio. If you could do that thumbs up, hit that thumbs up button so we can get all the love and direction for those that need to be here, and maybe some of those that don't need to be here but they feel the need to be here. If you got what I was putting down, because I'm just hearing a lot. I was on a live today, so much so that I got off of the live because it was just, oh my goodness, you know, if you don't like what's going on the live, just get off. And I didn't like what was going on, so I took my own advice. I wanted to see what they were doing. That's what made me mad, but people in chat was just going, they were going like, it was just not cool. It's not cool, which had me to add something. Okay, let's move the green, which made me think about some things, you know, like why do we feel the need to have to give people passes to come back and just kind of, how do I say, come back and slap us again? You know what I mean? Okay, let me get my intro in. It's World Watercolor Month. We're on day 30. We have one more day to go. I cannot believe we have one more day to go. Like one more day. Today was Ornate. I didn't get it. I didn't pick this back up because remember I told you UPS came yesterday and I had boxes on top of boxes and all of my stuff came. So I didn't really dive into it. I didn't think about it. And I was like, Ornate, like what in the world do I need to how? Like I didn't get it. So let me see. ORNATE hashtag. Um Normally if I don't get it, I usually kind of go down a rabbit hole. But the only thing, it's going to probably be one of those words that I just write, right? Because, here's more. Wait, what? No, that's not what I want. But I had to think about some things. And that led me to go down, not a rabbit hole, but just kind of go down some conversation pieces for myself to kind of be like, Karen, you don't always have to just give people a pass to come back in your life and slap the crap out of you. You don't. Okay, let me get some hellos. Let's do that. Let me scroll back. Couldn't get the link to work, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll have it where it's a clickable link and all you have to do is click it because I wanted to offer it to you guys um, because you've been here. You've been here all the whole month hanging out. And so I just wanted to give you something to go into August for what we're going to be talking about going into August, right? And to have a guide to kind of go along because this is what I'm going to be using personally. And so I was just like, well, you know what? Team Karen might want to join me over here. And, so I'll go through it a little bit, today. But World Watercolor Month is almost over. But we will be skating on into shifting our mindsets. Okay, we got Dawn, Beth in the building. We got Barb. Yay. Chi-Town 75 is my best friend, Crystal. And we have Lydia. Is that Lydia? Lydia, I believe it is. Hi, Lydia. Welcome to the studio. Paula K. Last but not least, I left alive today as well. Now, Beth, I'm just tickled pink to know, did we leave the same live? Like, hit me up in Instagram. We ain't got to talk about it on here. Because it just really was. And it's not that it was bad. It's just it was a little disheartening that's what it was. It wasn't like I could have joined in because I had some things to say about it. However, I felt like the horse was already dead and there was no sense in beating a dead horse, right? So I just was like, Dad, come on, let's create. I want to see what you're getting ready to create because, you create some good stuff and I like your channel. So concentrate on those that love the channel, which is hence what I try to do. Concentrate on the people that love the channel because there are some trolls, scrolls, and there are some just non-whatever folk out there. I mean, they're not just online. They're walking in the grocery store right now. That's why I'd be like, I don't feel like people in today. I don't know. I don't feel like, all the things. So that's just that. We're going to get out of that rabbit hole for somebody to be like, well, I'm finna leave your life. Nope, we're done. Next, World Watercolor Month. We are in it. We deep in it. We've done all the things. And ornate means something that is elaborately decorated, rich in detail, or flowery and intricate in style. So I feel like I've been doing that prompt all month long, right? So we are going to do just that. We are going to elaborately decorate some things. So that's the one. And the last prompt for tomorrow is tower. And I'm going to think about that one. It was storming here a few minutes ago, probably maybe about 30 minutes ago. And now the sun's out, like the Lord's just letting the sun just shine like, okay, you can have a life without me screaming and yelling today. And I'm just going to say, Lord, thank you. But you never know. It might just come on back over. I was saving my watch time for this afternoon. Oh, Dawn, thank you. Yep, because we have me, then we're going to leave me and go to Beth, and then I think we leave me, Beth, and go to Di. Dawn, correct me if I'm wrong, because it's Wednesday. We're busy on Wednesday. I like Wednesdays. I got my coffee because here in the studio, it's been a little nippy since I have the dehumidifier on. And the dehumidifier, if anybody knows what humidity it snatches it out, and so therefore you get to have the air. I believe my air conditioner probably don't even come on that much. Okay, so here's this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful handmade. How should I say? Handmade art. I use it for watercolor. I'm gonna call it. It's my art journal. It's my art journal. And okay, thank you, Dawn. And I made it out of a bag, a paper, not a paper bag, but a bag that some of you might be like, that looks familiar. If you've been to Hobby Lobby and got some gift bags, it very well might look familiar. Um, so let me move over. I'll put the do not disturb on because we don't want people knocking us offline. Do. Okay, cool. Got that. So yeah, so this one I made 4/2. For once I put a date in something. And it has watercolor paper in it. So I'm going to start out talking about today's prompt in the sense I've already done it. Ornate, right? Something beautiful. All the things. Like, you can take a poem now that I think about it. This is one of those joy-filled days that I slapped some paint on some paper with. It was something about this that's different. Oh, this was not watercolor. It was pencils. Pencils and something else. Oh, I know what it was. Yeah. What are those things over there? They're right there. You know 'em. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that. This one is a memorial. It's, oh, yeah, in memory of Aunt Carolyn. So I did that one for her. Let's start at the beginning. So, whole bunch of flowers. Whole bunch. Hello, Mr. McCoy. Is it raining up there? Because the rain just left here. Now, we're going to do a monochromatic palette, right? And so I was thinking about all of the colors. Am I going to be able to do that? I feel like this is, y'all let me know how does this look to you guys? Because to me, it looks like it might be a tad too bright. Because I didn't want it to be dark like it was yesterday. So I think I'm going to have to let down. Let's see, where is it? Near there? Oh, yeah. The brightness just a tad. Let's see how that works. I can see on my end. I did not want it to be like it was yesterday. Yesterday, I look back at that video and it's just so dark. I just feel like I want to cut the lights on, and then it's like the lights are on. So that look, I think it looks better, but I gotta wait for it to get over here. So at least it's not dark. Okay. Let me see. I'll know when I flip this page. Let's see. Flip the page. Whoever got fast internet and it flipped the page, let me know. Because I don't want to... that looks good? Okay. Because I just, like, it was just so dark yesterday. I did not want it to be dark. Hey, Sarah. Sarah, did you get an answer to your question? Now might be a good time to ask that question. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. It still looks... Okay, the reason why I'm saying how it looks because I'm looking at the screen that y'all see, and it's just not... this is when my perfectionism kind of knocks me out. It's just like, girl, just let it go. And I'm thinking it's probably... Let's see, temperature. No. There we go. That might be it. I need my colors to show. It's still a little bright. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. That might be a little better. I think we might have it. It's hard to do it when I'm not online. When I did the recording and look back at the recording, it looked perfect. And then when I pulled it up this morning, I don't know if it's because I cut it off. It was whatever. Can I print from a printer? Yupo paper. Oh, so that was her question. Can I print from a printer on Yupo? It's spelled Yupo paper. Do you guys know the answer to that question? Dawn, have you printed on Yupo paper? Any of you guys, any of your crafters that might know, I didn't know. Barb, you've used Yupo paper, but I've never printed on it. I barely use it because to use Yupo paper means ink, alcohol inks are coming out. So if y'all could help us out with that one, we would greatly appreciate it because that's what we like to do over here. Okay, I think that's better because that flower right there, you can see it now. Yup. I can see it. I can see it over here. I can see this flower. So that looks better. That looks a little bit more. Looks a little bit more yummy. Yes. And let's flip the page. So grief is messy just like life. And then we just slap some paper down. Slap some. This one right here I was talking about. Grief is messy. And for whatever reason, I had painted this and wasn't happy with it and whatever, and it kind of got some pencils, got some pencils that wasn't watercolor pencils. I thought they were, but they were not. So I think the ink would be a specific ink and not just standard ink. I'd say give it a try. Yeah, that's what I was thinking because she's gonna put Sarah. If I'm not correct, I mean, if I think what you're gonna do is print out one of your designs on it. A sublimation print. Oh yeah, I think the sublimation printer might do better. I wish I could help, but I don't know what Yupo paper is. No problem, Beth. I'll be happy to let you know. So, Yupo paper is actually mostly used for alcohol inks, and it's very, very. You can't put. You can put whatever you want on it. However, it's not gonna look yummy. Let me get some. I got some. It's fun too to play with, but I don't like alcohol inks like that. All right, where are you at? You're supposed to be right here. In the words of my granddaughter. There you go. Come on out. Yupo, 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 Yupo. It's very expensive paper. Very expensive paper. Let's just, so this is what I say. We don't, that's why we want, I'm quite sure she want to know the answer to the question because we don't play around with Yupo. Yupo, peony. You get it? Tomato. So it is very, 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 it's finer than hot press watercolor paper. And you just don't but I will say, Sarah, now that they were saying what they said, I think your sublimation printer, because the ink is different, I think that might be. But I tell you what, you can go on and go on and try it. I got this pad here that I will not be using. And and here's the thing. Squirrel, like my mind was going. Let me slow it down. Hold on. Beth, this is the thing. This paper right here. So let me read what it says. A tree innovation in fine art substrates. This synthetic tree-free paper is everlasting and non-absorbent. Okay, got that? Non-absorbent. That means I don't even know why it's in my studio. It resists buckling with wet medium and can be wiped clean. Pigments will retain true clarity and brightness. A new way for techniques to flourish. Hence the word ornate. Yupo paper is in with at least today's. But this one right here, it's 200 GSM, so it's 74 pounds. And it is good for alcohol inks. They say watercolor. But I disagree. And I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. I disagree because I don't like hot press paper. So that's probably why I'm disagreeing. But it's so fine. When I tell you this paper's so smooth, oh, it's so fine. It is so fine and it is so yummy. And it's just great. I asked Google, Sarah, they aren't really recommending it. Yeah, I didn't think so. LOL, they have that at Hobby Lobby. I actually got this in from Jacksonville. That's why I have it, because when you were doing, that's how long ago it's been, because this was before Ezzy, when we were playing around with alcohol inks. And I feel like, oh, that goes right in line. So I was going to say, God, let me get back because I'm scrolling. But that goes right in line with what I'm talking about, decluttering in August. PM artists use it to cut their stencils with. It may be too thick for a printer. No, this will go through a printer. This one might not be the one. They have different ones. This would definitely go through the printer because this isn't even thick as cardstock. This one isn't, but some of them are thick. Yeah, some of them are thick. But this one is, like I said, 74 pounds, and I put 100-pound cardstock through my printer. So, but yeah, just read Yupo is generally not compatible with inkjet printers or laser printers due to heat sensitivity. Yeah. So what about the sublimation? Because it doesn't, it lays down a little different. But I think maybe Yupo paper. I get where you're going, Sarah. I'm there with you, but I think maybe you might need to leave the Yupo paper alone. And I'll put this in a box and add it with whatever I can probably find. Probably got some more too, cause I don't use Yupo paper. I put alcohol inks. I do use alcohol inks, but I put alcohol inks, as y'all know, in my mixed media. So needs special ink for non-porous substrate. That's a big word, substrate. Non-porous substrate. I love it, love it. See how the team comes together. Team Karen just came together, answered that question just like that. Boom. Learning something new from the crafting world. Chi-Town, you got a lot to learn from the crafting community. And you've let another summer go by. I'm just gonna put it out there, and I'm quite sure you haven't slapped some paint on some paper. Okay, so as we're going into decluttering, we're leaving, getting ready to embark on a new month. We're going into August, and I cannot believe we're going into August. We got some birthdays that are coming up in August. I have a daughter whose birthday is August the 6th, and I want to say Norma's birthday is in August. And somebody else, I think I remember hearing them say that they got a birthday coming up. Um, August for those Leos, for those who go about it that way. But this book I wanted to show because I feel like this is what the World Watercolor Prompt Ornate is. This book. And all the books I have, this one just kind of fell out of the basket and just kind of opened up. And it's just like, I'm beautiful. Show me. And I was like, okay, well, why not? So as we go through here, and it's not, that's pretty much it. But I was thinking about, am I going to paint in here or am I going to paint so that I can have my little card? And I was like, well, it's my world. I'm a squirrel. I can do what I want to, right? Remember we did this. This is painted. I named it Painted by Grace. And as soon as the scanner get up, I'm going to scan this and make it into little cards. I'm going to basically about this size. Yeah, about this size. This is a good size. And we're going to have little canvases. I see I have a lot to learn. No, Crystal, you don't have a lot to learn. Remember, the goal is to have fun. So you have a lot of fun to catch up on. That's what I say. Not a lot to learn. So this one has, let's see, how many signatures did I put in this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven signatures. Signatures, for those that don't know, possibly, signatures just means like chapters. So if this was a book, you wouldn't be able to see the spine. But if you would open up a regular book that they have, they pretty much put them together by signatures, by chapters, little signatures, right? And then I just sewed them in. So each signature is sewn in by hand, like so. Yep. And each one has their own version of the flower. So that's where we're going to start today. I said I was going to start here. Like this one was a watercolor and healing. Oh, that was a YouTube live. This one probably day 9. Oh, this was the Rose Challenge of day 9. So yeah, I think it's befitting to just put some August. Let's go over here. And we're going to slap some paint on some paper. And I need your help, as always. If you don't mind, today is Wednesday. Yesterday we had different colors. How are you feeling today? Check in with yourself. tell me how you're feeling in color form. So tell me what color. When I asked for the color, it popped in your mind. Put that color in the chat. Today I'm feeling a little rosy, which is pink. Yesterday I was a little bluish. It was a little hit or miss yesterday. I couldn't really define how I was feeling. But what I want you to do is, because those colors, which we've realized is colors kind of translate into your life. So what's your color? Paula K got red. So true, a lot to catch up on. Blue, royal. Okay, I like that. Gray, different. That's different. Okay. So we're going to create a whole thing based on colors today. I like gray. Now gray is going to be Barb Wood, go fuchsia. Gray. Let's see. Gray. Where? Listen, I was like, where's my palettes? I have them on my desk now. Let's see. Which one do we? Let's use Rosa Gallery. Oh yes, because we can get gray with Rosa Gallery. Green. Okay, green is definitely gonna be there. Beth, you want some money? You know, anytime I hear green, it's like it's my money call. It's like my hands start itching, or you get the eye to twitching and be like, oh, you're gonna get some money, and be like, oh, bring it on. So as we close World Watercolor Month, I want to first tell you guys thank you for hanging out. Thank you for showing up, first for you and then for me. Thank you for painting along, for all those who took the prompts and you just hit it at the park. I thank you. I want you to really feel me when I say I thank you, right? But it's not the end, because we're going to roll right on from World Watercolor Month right on over into August, which is where we're going to be talking about decluttering. It's going to be our decluttering season. Let's kind of say that. And we're not just talking about decluttering the closets and like cleaning out your studio, but you know, it's in there. And we're not talking about, you know, maybe a drawer that needs to be, you know, everybody has that junk drawer in the kitchen, right? I clean mine out, the junk drawer. I hate for it to get dirty and full of crap, but I clean it out probably once a week, maybe. I'm not sure. I think I do. But we're going to focus more on decluttering our minds. So World Watercolor Month has been fabulous. It's been like the days when I just not so much feel like showing up, but the days when maybe my self-care wasn't kind of, I don't know, it was a little complicated. I got to come on here and hang out with you guys, and then in me helping you, you help me. And so that's what I want everybody to think about when you're going into August, is going in to declutter your life and elevate your joy. So that's like when Crystal just said she got a lot of catching up to do. I'm like, no, start right where you are, right? Because watercolor isn't going anywhere. I will be in August with watercolor. It just won't be World Watercolor Month, right? So, all right, we got royal, gray. I like the color. Ooh, sage, green, mellow. Got you. Sage. Now, that would be, because that would be, you know, your color is going to be the leaves. I've been resetting my desk area all day. Oh, nice, Dawn. I am so happy to hear that, you know, you're focusing. We're refocusing. And y'all know I've been cleaning the studio. And I want to give a shout out to Bitty Penny, because I know she's back at work today. But I listened at Team Replay. I was Team Replay on her live from yesterday. And oh my goodness, the beginning of that live was just amazing. Like, I just was like, oh, and to inspire people is an amazing thing. That's why when I was, you know, thinking about giving people chance after chance after chance, and you still get different results. You know, it's like shame on me. What it is, shame on me. If you make a fool of me once, then shame on me. But then if I let you do it again, it's shame on you the first time, shame on me the second time, because I let you do it, right? And some people, they want different results, but they're not doing different things, right? And you have to do different things in order to get a different result. We're going to start over here because y'all know I'm left-handed, but I feel like I want my palette over there. So there we go. But so that's why decluttering your life really kind of spam, is to get in order to do self-care. I had to ask myself a lot of questions, right? And so the one thing was like, so it's like this. Here's the truth. When you think about your life and how that story looks, what does that story look like? You look at yourself. You went to college maybe for whatever you went to college for, right? That's one skill. But you're more than that one skill, right? One decision can lead to joy. If you decide to watch me and pick up a paint and never picked up, paint in your life, you go to Hobby Lobby and get all the things, and then you come back home and you're like, oh my goodness, this is fun, right? One decision can lead to joy. And yes, you can make a difference with just one brushstroke at a time, right? So I tell people, like what Bitty Penny said in the live, when y'all were in the live, and she was saying, because sometimes people want things to be perfect. I'm not going to say I don't want things to be perfect. Sometimes I do. I want things to be the way I want them to be. And that's just, everybody is like that, right? But that doesn't make it right or wrong. It just means how much pressure are you putting on yourself? My flowers are my flowers. Y'all know I don't want people to want to do my flowers. I want people to get the joy and the inspiration that I'm slapping down. Not so much as learning how to do the flowers. Now, the end result is, if you really want to do the flowers and all the things, and you want to take care of yourself and all of that, I'm here for it. Because the struggle isn't in leaving or not doing. The struggle is staying there, taking it one brushstroke at a time, looking back at it and be like, you know what, that's not perfect, or that doesn't look like hers, but I love this. And that's what Bitty Penny did with what she did watching me on the live that day. And she was just like, it's not like hers, but I like it. And then she turned it into something as only Bitty Penny can do. She turned it into something beautiful. Those cards she made, Lord have mercy, they were just so pretty. They were so pretty. And so combining watercolor and the card making world, I already knew that each one of you who are in the card making world was going to just knock it out the park. You're going to take something that comes up, if it comes up blah, or it comes up something like this, and you're not happy with it, you still turn it into something beautiful. This here card still going to turn into something beautiful, but right now it was a yellow palette paper. Still serving. It's not trash. So I want you to think about that. Not so much as what can I do? I mean, what didn't I do and how I did it or whatever. Just think about when you slap that brush down. Did you feel good? Did it make you happy? Like, did you get to take a deep breath while you're sitting there doing whatever it is you're doing? Are you relaxed? That's what's important to me. That right there is how you heal and grow. And that's what I want us to do together, is heal and grow. Because at the end of it all, it only takes one decision to make a better life for yourself. And some people is like, oh, I'm over it. I'm too old. This is the one you get. I'm too old. I'm too selfish. I'm just too stuck in my ways. And I'm like, well, if you keep that mindset, you're absolutely right. But there are some of us out here that want to do something. We're just not going to settle with where we are. So going into August, these are things we're prepping for. I want you to think about it. Going into August, I want you to think about, what is it that you want to do? What is that one thing that you've said that, oh man, I want to do that? You know what? I've had that in the back of my mind for years. Remember I told you guys about the lawyer story. I don't want to be a lawyer no more. Do I still want to conquer it or just do it? Maybe, but it's not on the forefront of my mind anymore. That needs to lay down a little more. Just lay down. Just lay there. Just lay there. Thank you. Thank you. Okay? Thank you. Yeah, yes, I talk to the watercolor. We have conversations. We do. We do. We do. Um, boop, 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 boop. There we go. Okay. One flower. It's free. So you're allowed to take care of yourself first. This is why I come over here and sit down and chat. And it all started with, me telling God no and God telling me yes. And I'm just like, dude, just don't want to do that. I just want to hang out, slap some paint on some paper. And so he's like, just like you're over here healing, somebody else needs to. I was like, fine, let them heal where they heal at, not over here. So here we are on YouTube, me slapping paint on paper, hopefully encouraging, inspiring people, not so much as to use watercolor, but if you do find it, it's your medium, great. But I want you to heal your mind. Don't let life continue to control, because life is going to keep on lifing. I don't care what we do. It's going to keep doing what it do. We can't control life or death. We can't control too much, but the things we can control is our thought process. We can control when we woke up this morning whether we was going to get out on the left side or the right side of the bed. If you're single, you get to, it didn't matter. If you're married, maybe he got up and he was gone first. You know what I'm saying? It's all in your thought process. You don't have to worry about a lot of things, right? So it's not selfish to have self-care. Hey Julia, welcome to the studio. It's not selfish to take care of yourself. And it's not rude. And it's not even survival, right? But I will say it's kind of my foundation. It's my foundation of wanting to heal, right? So I tell you guys, we're over here slapping paint on paper, healing one brushstroke at a time. So for the people that just like, well, I'm not slapping paint on paper, pen stroke, pen stroke. You take a pen, you write a letter, you write down your thoughts, your journal, you're healing one pen stroke at a time. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. So that's why I say it's not the medium. It's just what are you choosing to do on this journey, right? Okay, that's pretty. That's pretty. I'm still just, that looks okay. Okay, sit back and just let it rest. Remember, just let it rest. We let it rest. So as you think about what it is, um, yes, okay, Beth, I got you because you're up next. So we need Sophie fed. Do not feed Sophie and yourself. But as you rise, as you realign going into August, and you make room for your own peace. Remember, self-care. We're talking about taking care of ourselves because we already show up for everybody else perfectly. We're talking about taking care of ourselves. You begin to see who truly honors you and who only tolerated you, right? And knowing that right there, knowing will shake something loose in you. It might sting at first because people you think you count on, and Crystal and I was just talking about this for another situation, was talking on, you can't always count those that you can count. You get me? So if there's 20 people in the room, all 20 of them people are not going to help you raise money to go to Italy when you get ready to come and hang out with me in Italy, right? They're not going to do that. If it's 20 people in the room, maybe 5 are going to help you. Once you decide and once you figure out who those people are, then and only then will it look like freedom. Then you'll have the freedom to know who's going to help you when you're self-care. When you say, I just can't do it no more, right? Hello, Heart. Is that Heart Lass? Welcome to the studio. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. But when you don't know, you just don't know. Sometimes people just can't show up for you, and that's okay. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about people who, well, I'm talking about selfish people. Like, I'm talking about people like you're trying to heal over here. You're trying to get your self-care. You're off on Friday and you're trying to, take care of Friday, take care of you, spa day, nails and all the things. And then somebody wants something from you and you're just like, well, I can't do it. And then they get an attitude because you can't do it or you don't want to do it because you're putting yourself first, right? There's nothing wrong with it. Don't feel guilty about it. You just know now how to treat that person, right? Because me and my husband, we talk about this. We talked about takers. Takers will take. And there's not absolutely anything you can do about it. If they're takers, they're just going to take. There's nothing we can do. Like, just leave it alone. But at least you know who they are. And you know what they're all about. Let me see what that's going to look like. Oh, I didn't want that. Oh, but let's use it. Doesn't matter. Let's use it. Let's slap it down. Let's put it boop, 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 boop. Right there. Boop, boop. And then drip it down here. Oh, that's all right. It's not bad. So as we're going into August, we're also talking about monochromatic. And that's not a big word. It's just a nice word to say we're only going to be working with one color at a time. We're going to be doing greens, yellows, pinks, and possibly reds. I hadn't decided. And greens, yellows, and blues. That's what we're going to do, right? So I want you to take it, and the reason being is I want you to take yourself, your mental self, you, one step at a time. Like, don't try to pile up. When we're doing this declutter mindset work, don't try to declutter the whole mind all at one time. For the crafters in the room, for the ones that got all these projects that have not become done, right? We're not talking about, like, let's say I have 3 projects on deck right now. One of them is going to get done. It has to get done in August. As a matter of fact, it has to get done the first 2 weeks of August. Why? Because I got the order in July, but I let the person know it's World Watercolor Month. I'm concentrating on World Watercolor Month. And then when I'm done, it'll get done and I'll get it out to you. Shoot. So you let people know ahead of time, right? So that way they'll know and respect your business, right? Hello, Saul Roman from NYC. Oh, nice. I guess that would be, now we got everybody, where's everybody from? That would be a good question for those that are new in here and I don't know where you're from. I know where most of you are from, so let me know that. So, so go ahead, love on yourself, and maybe you need to reclaim your heart, because I had to do a reset. I had to do a hard reset and reclaim my own personal heart. I had to make peace with the past without dragging it into the future, right? And you don't want to bring stuff that was in the past. Like, I lost my son. It'll be 6 years. I cannot believe it's going to be 6 years. His death anniversary will be 6 years in October. Like, the closer it gets, the more my heart beats fast. The closer it gets, the more I get, a little funky attitude or whatever. So that is where I had to realize that I had to give myself grace, and I had to reclaim my heart, because I can't control what has happened. I can only control where I'm going and what I'm going to do with the next step. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Right? I feel like I got to get to the bottom of this page. I don't know. It just, for whatever reason, I've been hanging up top. It's just like, whoop, maybe we're going to do that. I don't know. Just, maybe. I don't know. Oh, that's what. Okay, let's go across there. All right, well, let's cut across the field. Connecticut, Brazil. Oh, nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Connecticut. I have a cousin in Connecticut. She was just here at the family reunion. I have been making watercoloring mushrooms this week. Oh, watercolor mushrooms. Is that a way to saying that your flowers have turned into mushrooms? Is that what you're saying, or no? Let's doop, 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 doop. And this filbert brush needs to leave my hand, but I can't. It's just, I feel like I want to use it today. All right, let's go over here. Oh, pretty, pretty. That's a beautiful color. Yes. Oh, yes. We got a box that's supposed to be coming today, but I can't remember what's in it. Ain't that a shame? Nope, sure ain't. So yesterday we were talking about pretty things, and I was cleaning out, my studio last evening when I was going through some things, and I was just like, talk about some pretty things. Look at this. I had to pull it out of the drawer because they were in the drawer. It's like, why are you in here? And then I realized I put it in there because it reminded me of something and I didn't want it to. So, hence is what I'm talking about. Give yourself grace, clear the clutter, reclaim your heart, make peace with the past without dragging it into your future, right? And you don't have to feel guilty about growing. Me, I did. I felt guilty about moving forward after both of my children's death. After my daughter died and my granddaughter, I felt bad about moving forward and being happy. Like I felt like I was supposed to be sitting somewhere sulking and crying and mad at God because I couldn't believe that this is what my life was consistent of. And for whatever reason, slapping paint on paper came to life. I started creating, start hanging out. COVID happened. We all popped on, Zooms and everything, and we started having fun. And I started smiling again. I started laughing again. And some days I would catch myself doing that, and I'd be like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe you're happy. Like I felt like I shouldn't have been. So I had to give that. So even now, I'm having to give myself continuously, having to give myself grace because it's okay to be happy after life has happened. That's one of the signs that you're still here and God intends for you to still show up because you might be the only person that can talk to somebody who's been through something, right? I don't know why I want you to do that, but kind of did. I'm making a journal for a charity with a mushroom. Oh, with a mushroom thing. I have been doodling a book page and I'm proud of how they are looking. Nice. Nice. Oh, I like that. Making a journal for charity. Now that is nice. I had to stop. It wasn't talking to me anymore. Just finished. So, okay, we got Connecticut, North Carolina, California, Maine, Chicago. Crystal is in Jacksonville, Florida. I don't see hers. She's in Jacksonville, Florida. Mr. McCoy is on here. He is, I don't know which one of them. If he's in Daleville, Alabama, Enterprise, Alabama, or Ozark, Alabama. He could be in either one, depending on where he's working today. Isn't that something? I am coming to you from Clayton, Alabama, little old small town. We don't even have a red light. That's how small it is. We have a yellow light. So the thing for me, the art in letting go is it was a book that I had read, and it was one of those things that I needed to let go of some things, and I needed to really, really, really focus on me once and do a reset. And so that's why going into August, after I was reading over my journal, I was like, maybe other people need to read, maybe reset, maybe I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So and I wanted to do it in monochromatic color, like one color at a time. Like take one color. Like instead of this being all the different colors, it would have been one color. I don't think I have anything in here that's mono. Oh, yes, I do. There you go. That's what monochromatic look like. The leaves are blue. The flower is blue. Everything is blue. So we're going to do blue, green, yellow, and pinks. So we'll have a page of blue, whatever we paint. More than likely it's going to be flowers for me. The green ones, now the green ones the green probably won't be flowers. I don't know, because you can mix up some greens and still do some pretty flowers. Who knows? I don't know, but that's what monochromatic looks like. Mono. You know what I'm saying? So the season calls for decluttering the mind, not the closets, not the drawers, but your thoughts, your commitments, and your self-talk. Beth did these beautiful cards for us that says it's all in your mind, and she gave us all these things around us. Good morning, Di. How are you? She gave us all these things that we needed to be telling ourselves. Like there is dedicated, healing, kind, survivor, paint. I'm trying to read without my glasses. Helpful, artist, confident, warm, friendly. Those are the things where we're talking about self-talk, right? So we shouldn't, and I'm going to say we shouldn't, because this is what I want you to hear. I want you to tell yourself, I'm great. Tell yourself, I'm the best thing that God woke up this morning. You can take this, because I do it. When I get up in the morning and I be in the feet don't even but I hit the floor. I'd be like, Lord, thank you for waking me up this morning, because I'm the best thing that you woke up this morning, right? Self-talk. Ask yourself, what am I carrying today that I should have left in yesterday? If you couldn't fix it yesterday, then more than likely you can't fix it today. Now, some things do span over into the next day. Some things do, right? And that's okay. But if it's keeping you and your mind in handcuffs, that's why I'm saying give yourself self talk. Maybe talk yourself through it and decide if it's something that needs to be in your psyche. Like if you're worrying about somebody else, let it go. Because if they're not trying to take care of themselves, then they're not going to try to take care of you. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying I want people to really, 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 really pivot in the month of August. And I want you to pivot for yourself, not for someone else. Pivot for yourself. You know why? Because we have to take care of ourselves. We're mothers, we're wives, we're sisters, we're in the church, we're doing all kinds of things, right? And that is why I want us to just continue to do what we need to do. Decluttering your mind for August. Think about what do you need to do? Like, that's the thought process. That's why I wanted to share that whole little thing with you so that you can kind of start, kind of doing it. I don't want that to go way down there, but it's going. Not boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Y'all know you gotta do the sound. Boop boop boop. Come through. Boop 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 and down. Cause when you do the boop boops, then that means you're breathing. Boop boop boop. Come through there. Boop 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 and down. Boom. I have been made. I haven't. I have made them for the past 5 years. Last year, a neurologist one last year. He said it was so personal to the disease. He had tears in his eyes. I felt blessed. Oh. Now, Lisa, are you on Instagram? Am I following you on Instagram so we can see these? But I do have the community already open. If you guys wanted to share like your artwork or share anything, the community is, excuse me, here on YouTube. Because I can say I'm just all over here on pretty much on YouTube. Like I very rarely stray. My daughters, they send me so much stuff. Between my daughters and Sarah, they keep my inbox full, and then I go through it, and I be like, oh Lord, that's a whole 15 minutes, 20 minutes I can't get back. And then you go down the rabbit hole of wherever they sent you, then that leads you somewhere else, and I'm just like, oh, duh. Oh, that was a nice one. See how you just gotta take a deep breath. That's pretty. That's pretty. She cute. So going into today is the 30th, so we got one more day of World Watercolor Month. And we'll be knocking, like August is knocking, like the bills, the first of the month, all the new bills come back around, right? So August is knocking, and if you're going to walk in lighter, we've got to clear the clutter. I want you to have room for the creative you. I want new dreams to be able to flourish like these flowers just flourished on the page. And if you got stuff in there that doesn't matter and doesn't serve you, then you're not going to be able to dream that new dream. Like, I have more respect for my mind because I've told myself that I've already booked a flight to Italy to go and pick out colors for my villa that I want. Because in my mind, I'm already solidifying this is going to happen in my life, right? So my mind is over here working on the dream, not the stuff that I can't control, right? That's just it. Not on Instagram, Facebook, and not on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Okay, I'm on Facebook. But if you want, you can share it. I think you can put links and think, oh, maybe that's where I could have put that link in the. Yeah, but I didn't want it for everybody. I just want it for the people that was joining today on the live because it's going to go in my journal. So it's part of the journal that I'm creating for mindset, cleanliness, decluttering your life when it feels like you're just drowning in other people's BS.com. Most of the time when we jump in the pool, we're not drowning from our stuff. We're usually drowning from somebody else's stuff. As a mother, we're drowning from our kids' stuff. As a wife, we're drowning possibly from husband or family members' stuff. We're not drowning from our stuff because we can handle our stuff. We're usually good about our stuff, right? That usually works. Vintage Halloween Crafts by Clint. How are you, Clint? Welcome to the studio. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the studio where we heal over here one brushstroke at a time or one pen stroke at a time, whatever your medium, whatever, or one slapping glue on paper at a time, making a tag, whatever it is. We're just over here having fun, hanging out, and loving it. And if you're coming in and if you're not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to the channel. If anything that I do say resonate with you or the chat, you love the chat because we got some lovely people in the chat. And we all are crafters and creators. What time is it? Because I can't be going too late because like I said, we got to go and follow Beth. And for those that are not subscribed to channels, Dawn, are you free to put channels in the chat? So that way everybody can pretty much know where we're going after this. And if you have a channel and you want to let her know, just let Dawn know and she'll get it up there if she can. Oh, that's pretty. That is really pretty. See, this is why you go back when you did something. You know, you got that outfit when you were in school and you put that outfit on for the first day of school or whatever, and you're just like, oh, I'm cute. Like, and can't nobody tell you nothing. That's why I look back at that and I was just like, oh, that's cute. That's a pretty color. All right. I feel like I didn't use a color. We got grayish up there. And if you're new, if you're just getting in, and if you want to drop a color in the chat, your color, the color that has you right now feeling good, right now, like whatever your color is, that's where we're trying to be inclusive over here. I want everybody to see how color does matter in your life. Like if you're blue, doesn't mean blue Monday for everybody. Some people love blues. Some people doesn't even, it doesn't register that blue is like a sad color. I don't think of blue as a sad color. Blue is my son's favorite color, so every time I see blue, I think of him, for one. For the last 5 years, I was drowning, taking care of my elderly parents. They have now finished their journey on here on Earth. Now I'm swimming in retirement and watercolor. Oh, I love that, Saul. Love it, love it. Yes. So you're on your new journey. That's like life after. That's it. Green, we got green. That's what I'm talking about, life after. So here's some mindful decluttering tips since y'all didn't get the thing. It's like do brain dumps. Get it all out. I don't care what it is. That was the best thing I could have done after my son died because I was mad as hell again. I was mad, and I'm going to say this, and I hope I don't offend somebody, but it's my truth, and as for me in the studio, I only speak the truth. I was mad as hell at God because God is the giver of life and death. Therefore, I was standing beside a coffin again, and I just didn't understand why I had to be here again. So after, after some months went by and then was just like, God, I just can't believe you have me here again. So the brain dump was to get out my emotions, get out how I was really feeling. Why? Because I needed to deal with it. God wasn't going to change his mind. It had already happened. Wasn't nothing that I was going to say going to change his mind. He did not have me in on the conference call of life when it came down to when I birthed my son. He did not give me this little memo that says, well, you're only going to have him for 28 years and then I'm going to come and take him. We don't get those kind of warnings, right? And I felt like I was here again. Didn't want to be here again. So I had to suck it up, deal with it, move on. But I didn't know what that looked like. So here we are almost 6 years later. And for me, it just happened to be slapping paint on paper. You know, ripping paper became fun. I learned how to just, when I would get in a funk, just like rip some paper up. And then now I had some paper to rip up to make some, some collage or some whatever. Whoever I was looking at was like, hey, let's do this, let's do that. So brain dump. Whatever you have to do a brain dump. What does tomorrow look like you? What does tomorrow look like for you? Right? Ask these questions. And then once you get the brain dump, then number them. Are they important? Some of them might get scratched out because they're not even important to you, right? You just been carrying that mess because it was just a part of your journey. You need to let it go. You didn't even know you could let it go, right? Everything in your mind, if it's not bringing you joy, then just reassess. That's all. That's all. God loves when we speak our truth. Yeah, at the end of the day, God already knows. He's just waiting for us to be honest with ourselves. And that was what I started doing. And that's the one thing I can tell you that the church did not teach me. Going to school when I got my master's in theology, that was the one thing of reading God's word and getting deeper. I was like, wait, I ain't never read that before in the Bible, because there's a lot that they don't, you don't dig. If you don't dig deep for yourself, people can tell you anything. And for me, when it came down to me and God, I had to get my own relationship. The preacher just I couldn't have the relationship based on just what the preacher said. Just like, God, I just need to know what you're doing. Like, what do you want from me? Like, come on, man. And yes, I talk to God like that. Because, some days I told you I don't have time for that. Oh, Lord, oh, holy and gracious Father. I ain't got time. You're like, look here, dude, I need you right now. My heart is hurting. And you're the only heart fixer. The doctor, there's no doctor that can fix my heart. Only you can fix my heart. So can you help me? Can you help a sister out? And that was brain dump. And then I got to thought sorting, got to sorting the thoughts out, right? And then breathing. I had to breathe, because when I would think about my son, I would realize I would stop breathing, which caused problems along the way. It's like, duh. I was having headaches. So these are things that I'm just asking you guys going into August. Think about it. Ask that famous question: what in the world do I need to do? And if you wasn't afraid, what would you do? August is a time to let's pivot. Y'all know pivot is my word. Just pivot. We got to pivot. Okay, I can't change it today. Oh, I can't do nothing about this right now. All right, let's go on and see what else I can do. Look at those centers on those flowers. Aren't they just kind of popping out? We got green. Did we get any new colors? I want to make sure everybody's inclusive. Okay, what time is it? Okay, we got a little time. We're going to get off. So we can get off here and I can get me something to eat. Well, I can eat while I listen to Beth. Depends on what she's going to be doing today. Because sometimes I'll be like, well, I can listen. I'll eat, get my food and eat while I'm looking at Beth. And then she start doing something. I'll be like, oh, shoot, I can't eat. I want to do this too. Because I do get inspired by you guys. And that's why we're here. That's the only reason. We're just over here to have fun. So, which is why when I get on a channel and they want to, talk about some things I'm okay talking about, or reading rather, and then some things just like, that don't need to go in my eye gate today. That's why I love some of the ladies in this chat, because, oh my goodness, they keep me laughing. Definitely keep me laughing. For sure, for sure. So Dawn has put everybody's link in. So if you want, let's follow, let's subscribe to each other's channel, so that we can uplift each other, right? Oh, is today the day she's revealing her new project? Well then, yeah, I'm gonna be able to I might grab a snack. I'm not hungry today. Yesterday I had to get off of here because I felt hungry, but it come to realize yesterday I don't even know. My sugar was too low. That's what I eventually realized. And so it didn't work. Excited for Diane's. Yeah, Diane is showing something new too. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's do this. We got that. We're going to leave this. And just like that, we've created not the Mona Lisa, but we've talked through some things. We've talked about decluttering our mind, and not everything deserves your time. That's what I want you to know. When you declutter and do the brain dump, everything is not going to make it. Some things it's okay to just let it go, right? Because in order for self-care to actually work, you're going to actually have to do self-work, like saying no without feeling guilty, creating with no outcome in mind. There was no outcome for this. All I knew is I was going to use both pages and be inspired by the colors you guys put in, right? Going outside to remind our nervous system, because I think I said this yesterday. I go outside to walk around with my shoes off to just reconnect, right? So that's how it is. That's how it is. Now, Boaz, he wants to bark now, but he can't go out. All right. Did somebody had a color that I was going to use at the end? Now that we're there, hold on, let me scroll back. Oh, y'all got a lot of chat. Green, gray, sage, green, mellow. Can't do that one. Red. I think that was it. I did fuchsia. Red. Blue. We did blue. We did gray. We did green. Brown. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Let's do it. And that's what I want you. Just do it. Don't worry about the outcome. Just do it. Slap it down. Just do it. Right? Just do it. And if it doesn't look like what you want it to be, just remember you gave yourself some time. You took some time out of your busy schedule to slap some paint on some paper or to sit in a park or take a walk. You did it for you. Remember, I told you guys, like, I used to get a massage once a month that was just for me. My massage therapist moved, but she came back for a visit. She comes back and visits, so whenever she comes back, I get a massage. And I haven't let anybody touch me, but I need to find somebody because that was my outlet, right? Look at that. So surround yourself with something beautiful. Whatever your color is that you may want it to be. This is close as I want it to get with the brown because when it dries, I'm going to do something else with it. So does anybody have any questions as we get ready? So salt purple is one of them colors I try not to use because it's my favorite color. And once it's about like this dagger brush. Purple is my favorite color. And this dagger brush is my favorite brush. And I'm trying to step outside of the box. Like I'm practicing what I tell you guys to do. Declutter. Like declutter even my paint brushes. Like use something different. Take this brush and put it somewhere else. And it was, but then I had to pull it back out because I wanted some different flowers. But there we go. There we go. We just, boop, slap that paint down. Don't worry about it. Just slap it down. It's not about what it looks like. It's about how it makes you feel. Right? Boop, boop. Just put it all in the hole. Cover them up. We can't put that up there. That flower is almost that color. So let's make that a little darker maybe. Nope, that ain't gonna work. We're not gonna worry about it. There we go. There we go. Barefoot in the grass is so helpful. Touching the earth, listen to the birds singing. Yes, it is. Olive. Hello, Noella. Noelle. Is it Noella or Noella? And then the center will come back. I'll come back in the center. How about I do this? How about we do this to this here? How about we do this? How about it? Yes, let's do that. Pivot. See? Pivot right on the spot. Because it was going to blend in too much with the outer. And I didn't want that. Boop, 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 boop. Doop, 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 doop. There we go. Boom. Oh, let's use that in the center of there. And in there. Boop, boop. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Doom. Okay. Okay. So, there we go. Okay, we're going to move this because this was our creation for day 30 of World Watercolor Month. And we had Ornate. So Ornate, we made beautiful flowers. That's what we did. We did not worry about what it was, what it looked like. We just went in with beautiful flowers. And that was what it was supposed to be about. Because Ornate was all about the rich, expressive. Look how the detail maybe. Didn't give too much detail. Just wanted it to be different. And we did. We had no apologies. There was no explanation needed. And we got to do whatever we want to do. So whatever you did, look at it and be like, oh, I did that. That's cute. And is. Right? And whatever it is, if it's not watercolor, if you're doing something in your life, you're embarking on a new project or whatever, because we're going into August. School is getting ready to start. Prayers up for all teachers and students that are going back. Those are the things. But remember, each day you get to have a clean canvas, right? Just like we turn this page, it's a clean canvas. Tomorrow will be a clean canvas. if the Lord says the same. But for us today, we're going to breathe. We're going to be happy about where we are. We're not going to worry about things we can't change. We're not going to worry about people we can't change. We're just going to let it fall away, let it burn if it must, right? And you know why? Because we're becoming something great and wonderful. And that's just it. So I wanted to share yesterday what I did yesterday. So remember the ones we did yesterday. I actually stamped on this one, but it was submerged. So the prompt for yesterday was submerge. And so this is what I did. I submerged my flowers under the beautiful yellow, I can't remember what color this was. Oh, yes, it was. It was lemon yellow with Dina Wakley gloss spray. I love Dina's sprays. I have all of them. And so, and then I put her hair curls like the waves. Her brown eyes glow like amber. And the reason, I don't want this to get, it's still not dry. Remember, after we slap paint on paper, we have to let it rest. So those are that. I used the scent stencil. So you can take stencil and put on your watercolors, like after you've done it. And that's another thing. If it doesn't look great like you want it, take a stencil and stick to it. Like these were pretty, but it's just like, well, I want to submerge it. And I was supposed to pull out my gel plate, but I've cleaned my studio up so good and great that gel plate is watching me. It's like I'm right here. You don't see me. So I'm going to have to find it. But I put stamp on here. There's a girl in there if you can see her. I stamped on that one. And these are all the flowers, some of the flowers we did earlier in the month. And I pulled them out, and whichever one was like, hey, stamp a face in me. But the one I love the most is this one. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I love the colors and the words. Thank you. Your flowers make me feel wonderful. My flowers, not so much. Lydia, but your flowers, when you did it, made you feel good. So pay attention to the emotion when you're doing it. In practice, I ain't come out the gate like this. Trust me. This is like 2021 of practicing flowers. Look at that. See, I put some in there. Yellow just kind of popped out of there. I don't even remember what that prompt was. Day 28. Day 28 was weave. Oh, yeah. So look how the yellow, it kind of fit in because why? I used this. So it weaved on in there. So my point to showing you after I slapped all that paint on paper, sometimes I don't like it. Sometimes it just doesn't come out and look as good as I want it to look, right? Sometimes. And then sometimes it does, right? And so I have to give myself credit for the times it does. This one, not so much. Wasn't very pleased with it. But it's still in the bunch. This one, try taking a pen. That's what I've learned, have turned some of mine into just regular, beautiful artwork. So these are all the ones we've kind of done. Even in slapping paint on paper, drew the rose in there. And I think they've turned out to where I have to give myself credit to say they do great. At least she makes it look so easy. I struggle with watercolors. Lydia, don't struggle. Watercolor doesn't like to be controlled. That's what I had to really learn in the beginning. I was looking for that. Watercolors don't like to be controlled. Look at these. Oh, they're so pretty. And that's brush action. So I wasn't supposed to do this. We're just going to do this tomorrow, but we're going to pull all of them out tomorrow and walk through them. And hopefully I'll have my scanner. I think I saw something about scan or something. Somebody said something. Sarah, I think you said something in the back. I think I remember something about one of the things you wanted a copy of. I know I saw it, and then I squirreled and went somewhere else. But, Lydia, my point is, it might not look great. And I think tomorrow I might go in the closet and pull out my humble beginnings so that I can show you it hasn't always been great. But don't give up. Keep picking up that brush. If watercolor is your thing, watercolor is your jam, just keep picking up that brush. Keep doing it. And don't have an end result in mind. That's what started working for me. I didn't have an end result. I left it alone. Even landscaping, I was just like, I can't do that. Barb, who's on here, she makes it look so easy. I get what you're saying, what you're saying to me about my flowers. That's how I feel about Barb. Barb is oh my God, she's a Amazing, amazing artist. And I'm trying to see where is that. She did this little collage thing. Oh, everything fell off of the clothes thing. So I probably put it up. But she amazing. What I had to do is stop comparing myself to Barb and start slapping paint on paper for Karen and letting that brush do what it need to do and focus on the action because it's more of a relaxing. Don't focus on an outcome. And then at the end, if it still looks like crap, find you a stencil, get you some spray, like literally, and spray the sucker and turn it into a card or put it in your junk journal. Do something else with it. But don't throw it away and don't beat yourself up about it because it's your journey. You don't have to have an explanation. You don't have to apologize. And don't feel guilty because it doesn't look. I keep trying and need to give up the control. Oh, yeah, you definitely need to give up control. Watercolor does not like to be controlled at all. At all. And when I figured that out, we became friends. We became friends. I tell people I was dating watercolor, acrylic. I was out here messing around with all of them. But when I stopped trying to control the watercolor, I kicked all of the rest of them over to my mixed media world. And watercolor now, we're good because watercolor's in control. And that's just it. It doesn't like being controlled. And you have to give it time to breathe. Like what I'm saying with this. There's going to be something else get done with this. But right now, I need to let this marry into this page. Because it needs to just get in there, dry up, and then you come back later on and be like, oh, try to walk away from it, right? Okay? And just enjoy. Yeah, and just enjoy the process. I had to do the same thing with my cards. I had to free myself from comparing to other card makers. Listen, Paula K, y'all already know my Gina K story. I'm over it, right? Look, I'm gonna put Bitty Penny in there with Gina K too. I can't make them cards like Bitty Penny. Them cards she made with her artwork, I was like, oh my goodness. I'm gonna keep staying over here and I'm gonna make my cards. But Bitty Penny would turn a card and you'd be like, wait, what? Not Beth. Dawn, can you put Bitty Penny's so that people can go back and check it out? Oh my God, the cards. I was just like, oh man. Karen, funny, you just said watercolor does not like to be controlled. What a wonderful way to learn that watercolor is not about control. It's a process that must take time. Absolutely. And I told y'all, watercolor is just like Jesus. It's very forgiving. So if you mess it up, it's very forgiving. You come back. And to show you what I mean when I say watercolor is just like Jesus, let's take this for instance right here real quick. It's dry. Right? And just say I don't like that, which maybe and just come back in, wake it up and just be like, oh Lord, I just didn't like that right there. I just want to move it. And then God just be like, oh, okay. And you just move it on over and keep moving and moving and moving and moving. You get to manipulate it, but then you be like, I'm not trying to control you. I just want to see if you'll look better over there. And then you back it up and walk away from it. Watercolor is just like Jesus. Very forgiving. Very forgiving. Because we're all living on grace. For as for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord. I mean, if that's not somebody's view here, I'm cool with that too. So Dawn just put Bitty Penny's channel in the chat. Listen, go check her out because she got me over here wanting to watch and do all the things. I have all this stuff on my desk and I'd be like, but I want to do this and I want to do that. And it'd be like, but Bitty Penny didn't do this. Or I'd be like, Gina K said I need this and that. And I'd just be like, oh my God. I'm not trusting myself to do what God is telling me to do so that I can feel happy in my space, right? There we go. Love that comparison of watercolor to Jesus will be my new motto. Yes. Saul, I'm glad you like it because I had some people send me something about it and I'm just like, well, you know what? I've been saying it for a while and, well, I'm still here. So evidently, God is pleased. He is well pleased. All right. We need to be the woman at the well. Just add water. Yes. Come on through, Lisa. Yes. We need to be like the woman at the well and just add water. I love it. I love it. Oh my God. I love it. I don't think I can say nothing else about that. Y'all pass the plate and let's dismiss. Ooh. Well. Lisa said, just be like the woman at the well, add some water. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna get off of here because again, I'm gonna grab me something so that I can be ready for Beth because Beth is coming up next. And for all of y'all that don't know, Beth is the whoa. We got another blue one. Where is she at? Dawn put her in the chat, and she is Happy Place Crafting. That's a problem. I done got everybody's names and I done forgot their channels. And then go join the Messy Palette. Click on hers so you can go and see all the yummy stuff that she does and they're getting ready to display. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, I'm over here on this happy train and I do not want to get off. Okay? So, all right, guys, thank you for showing up for yourself first and then showing up for me. I do appreciate it. Don't think I take it lightly that you're here because I do not. I am ever so grateful. I look forward for coming and hanging out with you guys every single day. That's why I'm going to miss you guys when World Watercolor Month is over. But check this out. Check this out. We're not done. We're going to slide right into August and we go back to our regular scheduled program on Mondays and Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Central Time, right? So therefore, and for August, like I said, we're going to be talking about decluttering your life. Not just your closet and your drawers, but we're going to declutter our thoughts, our commitments, and we're going to have more self-talk for ourselves. I want you to ask yourself, what am I carrying into next month that no longer serves me? Right? So I will see you guys tomorrow, or I will see you over in the next live, which will be Beth. And that's just how that works. Lisa, design a journal with be like the woman at the well, just add water. Lisa, I'm going to have to come and find you on Facebook. Or is it on your YouTube? Like, do you have a YouTube channel? Because that seems like a journal I need to see. Like, I'm just saying. That'll preach right there. Be like the woman at the well and just add water. Jesus, oh man, now listen, I'm gonna let that go because I can go so many places with that one. So many places. So many places. That'll go back to the today's woman. She talks too much. That was about 10 years ago I did that one. Today's woman, she talked too much. And then that chimes right on into be like the woman at the well, just add water. And I'm gonna just drop that boop boop and we're gonna get on out of here. Y'all have a great day. I will see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time if the Lord says the same. Bye, guys. See you later. Oh, and Team Replay, if you're still here at this point in time, thank you for showing up. And do drop your comments in the description box. I mean, in the comments, if there's anything that you have to say about that woman at the well, because that was powerful. That was powerful. I'm going to leave that alone. But look how this is dried. Oh, it's so pretty. We're going to slap some more paint on it when we let it marinate some more. Oh, and see what I'm saying? See how that came and opened up? Love you guys. See you later. Bye.